the Kingdom, Action Andretti, Darius Martin.
This tag team match is set for one fall to a finish, and it is a fight without honor, which simply means there are no rules, anything goes.
And it's the only match in Ring of Honor where the Code of Honor is willingly and purposefully waived.
Team number one, be accompanied by Maria Kanellis-Bennett, wrestling out of Boston, Massachusetts, at a combined weight of 427 pounds. Mike Bennett and Matt Taven, the Kingdom.
Nigel, you have taken part in a fight without honor. It is known as a chapter closer. It closes the book on violent feuds, yourself and Jimmy Rave.
Yeah, indeed. Sometimes very hard for me to watch these sorts of matches because of the level of violence and brutality, and the fact that Kingdom are more than willing to sign on the dotted line speaks to how much they want to get their hands on their opponents tonight.
Their opponents at a combined weight of 393 pounds. First, Action Andretti.
And coming well armed to this fight with copper piping. And David going out to the apron with Bennett.
Yeah, I don't know how I would walk to somebody that has copper in their hands.
And this is such an issue since that defeat at Final Battle. We're top flight, there's Darius. With Darius and Dante Martin defeating the Kingdom, I've never seen someone so inside the head of the Kingdom. The Kingdom willing to waive the Code of Honor. The Kingdom willing to take part in a fight without honor. But it's Andretti and Darius Martin on the offensive here to start things off.
Almost starting off with some guerrilla warfare there by Andretti.
Well, the Kingdom had a 2-on-1 advantage for a very short period of time for Darius coming out and evening the numbers. Certainly taking it the Kingdom early in this matchup, but fellas, have we known from previous fights without honor, whoa, they're in for a long, violent night.
Wow! And this is all due to hubris, due to ego, and has guided the Kingdom. This is a team that has beaten the Briscoes, that has been two-time Ring of Honor Tag Champs, that have been the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. But the fact that Darius Martin on your right, Action Andretti on your left, the fact that these young men have shown that they are capable of beating the Kingdom has them rattled, has them incensed, and willing to agree to matches where there's trash cans, ladders, tables, stairs, chains.
Oh my. Well, this is what it's about, Rick Abani. When you get into this new reign of Ring of Honor, the new era of Ring of Honor, the Kingdom ruled the last era of Ring of Honor, and you got these young guys that come in to get a win over you. You have to reinstate your dominance, and that's what I feel the Kingdom is trying to do here.
Yeah, it's that prison yard mentality. You got to prove you're still cock of the walk.
And Taven, nobody home, up and over. And it's Mike Bennett in the opposite corner with Action Andretti.
Wow.
Up and over. Darius, double drop kick on Bennett.
I've been hit in the face with chairs before, and it takes a long time to recover, depending on where that chair hits you. And that's two chairs back to back on Bennett and Taven.
And Andretti, hurricane out of there. And this is an interesting strategy. Two high flyers. We rarely see high flyers in fights without honor. We mentioned this is only number 13. Oh! That steel pipe, the chain.
And it's loud echoing inside of your ears, not knowing where it's coming from and not knowing who's going to hit you next.
Yeah, no ability to brace and protect yourself against shots. And to your point, Caprice, the sound echoing inside one of those, it's enough to deafen you.
Oh, goodness.
Even when you come outside of that trash can, Nigel, your ears are still ringing, your head is still going, your equilibrium is off.
The beautiful Maria Kanellis cannot be happy at this juncture in the match, seeing her boys really taking a beating early on.
Well, she was the one that took credit for Dante Martin breaking his ankle in a ladder match, and there's a ladder in that reach for the sky ladder match. Oh, and Maria dropping the ladder as Taven taking out Andretti. Darius getting out of the way. And chaos ensuing here, kicking the king. Catches Darius.
Good Lord. Let's take another look at that if we can. Just watch here. The beautifully intelligent Maria Kanellis getting involved in front of the official, but no disqualifications. And then landing awkwardly on the ladder. What a game changer Maria Kanellis is.
You little stupid Melvin. You wanted this? Oh, you got it.
Taven bringing Andretti back in as we get back to live action. And I bet if Andretti gets hurt, if Darius gets hurt, I bet she'll take credit for that too, Nigel.
Well, I think she should. She's certainly getting involved.
Oh, goodness.
There's one thing to be hurt, and there's another thing to be injured. And the same thing, like Dante was on the outside, almost eliminated from the match. I felt the same way about Darius right there, that he might have been eliminated from the match.
Oh, and Taven sending Darius into the ladder. Mike Bennett is split open. That skull is split open. And a spine buster.
Those trash cans have those sharp edges on them, Nigel.
Yeah, the violence that I feared has begun already.
Hold this. Put it right over the stupid Melvin head.
Oh, goodness. The ladder around the neck of Darius Martin.
Say hello to your brother for me. You're going to the ER.
Oh, off the ropes. Oh, giving up his own knee. The tip of the knee to rattle the jaw and skull of Darius Martin.
How much do you have to hate somebody to put your body in that much harm's way? And we know the issues that Taven has had with his knees.
And the Kingdom have certainly in the driver's seat now.
And that table in the corner.
Shut your mouth. Hey, how many tables have you seen, idiot? Hey. It looks like a normal table. Hey.
I don't even think Maria should be out there. Why is she out there?
She is the manager. She has a manager's license. She's perfectly capable and perfectly allowed to be out there. She's married to Mike Bennett.
But you know, in this type of match, she's going to interfere.
Absolutely, she's going to interfere, but unfortunately, their opponents should have thought about that before they signed up for the match.
This is the move that has taken out Jay Briscoe historically. Oh, my goodness. And they hit that in Atlanta. He scored them a fall against the Briscoes tonight. Out of the way. Andretti. Whoa, Arabian press.
Do you know how many times Darius has probably watched that match back to back, seeing how people got hurt, preparing for the Kingdom?
Yeah, and then he continued to have the match. I mean, what does that say? He's fearless, perhaps, or stupid, or both.
Well, that's what makes us pro wrestlers, Nigel.
Oh, big forearm, but Taven there. And a shot on Action Andretti. A man who's coming off a huge 2022. A victory over Chris Jericho. And now, swing and a miss. Taven, Grand Slam champion, misses with the backhand. Andretti, big drop kick down. Taven set down Bennett with a huge super kick. Kick to the chest there. Darius, wow, complete shot.
Did Bennett hit that ladder on the way down?
Oh, he might have, Caprice. That's a great observation. Yeah, he's holding that left shoulder might be dislocated. He might have came down.
Sometimes when you're trying to block your fall, something like that in your way, these matches are career-shortening.
Did you see the way Matt Taven there? He could have struck him straight away, but he decided to wait until he had the perfect angle to take out the lower back of his opponent. Knowing he's a high flyer, that's the best place to hit someone.
And Nigel, the table, he waited till the table was set up too. Now Taven can use the table at his discretion as well. It was an amazingly formulated game plan.
Look at Maria. She doesn't need to be out there. Look at her.
She's entitled to be out there, Caprice.
That's the perfect word, Nigel.
Just because you're jealous, your wife doesn't come out and support you.
Yours doesn't either, Nigel.
I'm not married, thank God.
Oh, he is.
Hail Mary! Hail Mary! And that was a heck of a risk, too. Andretti able to break things up. And you see the damage to both teams on that move. That was risky for the Kingdom, and it's certainly risky for Martin. The blood now in the eyes and the mouth of Bennett, tasting his own blood as Andretti connects.
Anytime that blood is in your eyes, it's also blinding you as well, Nigel.
Yeah, but the taste of it sometimes can turn a man into a monster.
Oh! Huge spinning heel kick there.
Can you imagine what it must feel like for Maria Kanellis now to have to stand on the outside and not get involved when her husband is bleeding in the center of the ring?
Well, this match might not go on much longer. She may be able to get involved as Taven calling for the Proton Pack. The move that won them the tag titles. Swing and a miss. Oh, pump kick from Andretti.
Every time the Kingdom has tried something familiar, Andretti and Martin have had something for them. They have studied the Kingdom's playbook.
And that's one of the advantages Darius and Action Andretti have. There's certainly more tape on the Kingdom than there is the team of Andretti and Martin. And can Martin dig down and find the darkness that's propelling the Kingdom and counterbalance it? Can he find the violence needed to cross the finish line? Springboard! 450!
My God. I tell you what, sometimes it hurts worse when the table doesn't break.
And it certainly looks like it may have on Andretti, who's holding those ribs. Taven's down! Cover! 2, and Bennett just in the nick of time. Bennett now, table in the corner. And Bennett has been looking for that all match to get that table set up. Open hand from Andretti.
It's one thing to set it up, but another thing to be able to use it after you've set it up yourself.
Oh! Wow, those targeted chops. Woo! Forearm connects. Andretti up the ropes. Bennett follows him in. Bennett with a spear.
This could be it.
Bennett!
It is!
Driver!
Cover!
Covering is easier said than done. Both men taking an impact off of that. You have to believe Andretti got the worst of it, but you could definitely see Mike's in a lot of trouble.
And the sold-out Universal Studios on their feet here for our main event.
It's not awesome for Mike Bennett. It's not awesome for Matt Taven, who have endured a lot of punishment in this match.
Oh, forearm rocks Martin. Taven. Oh, purple thunder. Purple thunder through the
He
chair.
purposely put him on the top of that chair.
Hooks the leg. 2 and 3.
Darius hit that chair in 2 different places. He hit it at the top, and then he hit it at the seat. You can see in the eyes of Darius right now, he can't understand what's going on with his body.
But he's hanging in with the man that's won 4 different championships in Ring of Honor, a Grand Slam champion in Matt Taven. Does he have enough to fight back? Can he block the hate? Can he find the darkness that the Kingdom have succumbed to and find the counterbalance? He's on the second rope as Bennett does it on the outside. And this match has been as violent as we expected. And then, no.
Kanellis wants a pound of flesh.
See, you're signing off on this, aren't you, Nigel?
Nigel. Oh, I love it. Oh, and again, Darius Martin said, throw out the handshakes, throw out the rules. Well, this is what you wanted, Sunshine. This is what you're going to get. Oh, if you weren't jealous before, Caprice, you are now.
Oh, trust me, I got my hands full.
Get some help out here. Somebody get a stretcher, an ambulance. Maria Kanellis is down.
David connects. Martin able to fend off Bennett.
You thought it would be. You little Melvin, if that's what you thought it would be. You messed with the wrong people. You're gonna be just like your brother.
Oh! Revenge from Andretti.
There is no need for that. Completely illegal.
The
Well,
Kingdom
you're
did it
definitely
10 weeks
changing your...
ago.
Nigel's changing his tune.
And oh, God!
Get to the outside. Yes, get to the outside.
Andretti and Martin.
Come on! Henry!
Wow! And again! Oh!
Bennett's last stand.
Yes, you're on.
And a facetious code of honor from Andretti and from Martin. Martin has Bennett up. And the Kingdom, who've used this to defeat the Briscoes to defeat the Kingdom. Whoa! Tuesday off the ladder. Shoots the half. Cover. 2-1.
The winners of the Fight Without Honor, the team of Darius Martin and Action Andretti.
The jealousy, the fear, the hope, the passion, the revenge, the energy, culminating in the war that we just saw. And victory achieved for Action Andretti. Darius Martin here tonight in your main event. The Kingdom sit once again stunned as Martin and Andretti pick up the victory.
What a matchup between both teams. It's a cliche to say pride comes before the fall, but the Kingdom coming out full of pride before ultimately going down here tonight. Maria Kanellis is out. Mike Bennett, Matt Taven on their back as well. They certainly earned my respect tonight, even if they didn't earn the victory.
You can see the look in Matt Taven's eyes. Oh my God, the blood on Maria's face. That's the look of looking, saying maybe they are something to offer. Them saying they know the 3 letters.
Both teams composing themselves here. Tension's still running high, and the Kingdom stretch their hands out. And the Code of Honor observed in the match where the Code of Honor is waived. And that says a lot about the Kingdom.
That's respect.
Well, Mike Bennett said it. Respect is rented. You never own it. Rent was due tonight. And Andretti and Martin paid.
This is Ring of Honor. What you just saw. That's what this company means to us. That's what it means to everybody. Throw us away. We don't care. This is our company.
The Kingdom has fallen, but they will bounce back undoubtedly. New stars have arisen. Action Andretti, Darius Martin, for Caprice Coleman, for Nigel McGuinness. We thank you for joining us this week. We will see you next week here on Honor Club. Happy wrestling, everybody.